The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Fairfield Trojan Girls Basketball is coming your way on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Now, let's get you to the court for Fairfield Trojans Basketball.
Good evening and welcome on in here to Ottumwa Radio Sports Network, here for some Fairfield Girls Basketball. Tonight's matchup between your Fairfield Trojans and the visiting Mount Pleasant Panthers. This is the second time these two schools, these two Southeast Conference foes, have faced each other this year. We'll get more into that later on in the pregame show, which will be sponsored by Community First Credit Union. With about 14 minutes to go until tip-off, we are here in Fairfield High School as we come up to the broadcast booth here. My name is Christian Rasmussen, here with the always great producer and cameraman, AJ Rowe. Again, this is the second matchup between the Trojans and the Panthers this year. Earlier this season, they played in Mount Pleasant. That was a visual or audio only game. Luckily, we can get to see the girls play the Panthers tonight in about 13 and a half minutes. But until then, we're going to step aside and be back with the pregame show, which will have the season so far for the Trojan girls, the matchup earlier this year between these two squads, games around the area from yesterday, and then tonight, as the boys are playing over in Holy Trinity Catholic. You can catch that game on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network as well, as it's starting, if not already has started, or it will start in just a little bit. And then the conference standings so far, and then starting lineups, and then eventually tip-off here in Fairfield. But until then, we're going to step aside and be right back with the pregame show here on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Community First Credit Union's best auto loan refinance offer is back. Enjoy an excellent rate plus no payments for 90 days. Two great specials in one. Available for a limited time only. We make financing simple with fast, convenient online applications and easy pre-approval. Whether you're buying new, purchasing used, or refinancing your current auto loan, drive away with a vehicle loan from See First, where together is better. Stop by or apply online today at seefirstcu.com.
Subject to credit approval and program qualifications. Federally insured by the NCUA.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We care. At Jefferson County Health Center, it's the little things that make a big difference. We believe every patient deserves to feel safe and comforted, no matter what brings them here. We strive to turn fear into comfort. We are committed to ensuring every patient feels informed, supported, and truly cared for.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
Dr. Matt here, looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic, complete dental care for your entire family, your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
If you're tired of dropped calls and slow internet, we're here to help. Lisco's the future of fast, reliable communication. Never miss a beat with streaming, gaming, or video calls, whether you're working, playing, or just staying connected. Lisco brings you lightning fast speeds, crystal clear calls, and unbeatable reliability. Switch today and experience the difference. Call me, Samantha, your Lisco sales rep at 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
If community matters, choose a family that values community. When you choose Beaner Funeral Home, you are choosing more than a business and more than a building. You are choosing a family. When you support those who give back to the community by way of volunteerism, talents, and monetary investments, you are ensuring this legacy of giving continues. We offer the most economical cremation and traditional burial pricing in our area and invite you to experience the Beaner difference of community, compassion, and commitment.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
And welcome back in with about just under 9.5 minutes to play until the start. Well, not to play, but until tip-off here as Pep Band is riling up the crowd here back in Fairfield. This is the first action for the girls at home. Oh, and in quite a little bit, their last action was, what was it, Friday night against Keokuk, I believe. So they had a 3-day weekend to get back into the thick of things here in practice, and a little break over that time. They didn't have school Monday, again, of course, due to the funeral of fellow senior Fairfield High School student Amelia Miller. I was grateful to be in attendance, so was AJ. It was a really, truly great moment here for the community. It was quite packed there as well. So either way, we're gonna get the pregame show here started. So tonight's game, again, the Trojans beat the Panthers earlier this season. This could be the chance for the Trojans to sweep Mount Pleasant for the first time since the 2018 and 19 season. That was back when assistant coaches for the Trojans, Shay Drish and Destiny Gridley, both played for the Trojans. And so now they're both assistant coaches for the Trojans. So they've come full circle here. So for the season for your orange and black, the Trojans 3-13. Their wins over this season have been against Knoxville, Mount Pleasant, and Van Buren County. Those Mount Pleasant and Van Buren County games were back-to-back wins. First back-to-back wins for the Trojans in almost 3 years. Leading the Trojans in points is Faith Jones with over 7.5 points per game. Elise Setterstrom with 6.5, and Emma Metcalf with 5.6. Rebound leader is Maddie Martin with 5 points. Emma Metcalf coming up right behind her, and Elise Setterstrom with 4.3. Steals leader and assist leader both go to Emma Metcalf, averaging a hair under 2.5 steals per game and 2 assists per game. They're averaging about 34.5 points per game on 30% field goal shooting and 20% from 3. On the other side for Mount Pleasant, their victories this season, they're 3-14. Their 3 wins have been against Holy Trinity Catholic, New London, and Burlington at Notre Dame. Speaking of Holy Trinity Catholic, the Trojan boys are playing Holy Trinity over in a little north of Fort Madison. You can catch that stream on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network as well. We got Shan Moquin, usually the voice of the Van Buren County Warriors, covering that game. Unfortunately, we couldn't be in 2 places at once. So we actually have that stream pulled up here, so we'll have the stats for that game going about every quarter. We'll come out and announce what the scores is, so you don't have to bounce between both games. About 6.5 to go in this pregame show. The Trojans heading back to the locker room for some final talks with Coach Witzenberg. So Mount Pleasant this season averaging about 37 points per game on 34% field goal shooting and 21% from 3. Last meeting between these two squads was on January 9th in Mount Pleasant. Trojans able to take that one in a close win, 47-43. Mount Pleasant led the Trojans 26-13 at halftime. And then after 3 quarters, the Trojans were only down by 2 points and outscored Mount Pleasant 19-13 in the 4th quarter to eventually come away with the victory. A very great game. Unfortunately, we didn't have any visual for that game since it was in Mount Pleasant, and we don't have any jurisdiction there. But hopefully we should be in for another good one tonight between these two Southeast Conference opponents. Leading scorers for the Trojans was Faith Jones with 14 points. 13 of those 14 came in the second half, including a 3 that set eventually the final into like a confirmed victory for the Trojans, a dagger if you will. had 5 rebounds to go along with it. Emma Metcalf had 9 points, scored all of those in the second half, 7 rebounds to go with that. Maddie Martin had 7 points, Vanessa Kessel had 6. On the other side for the Panthers, Peyton Ensminger had 12 points down low. Abby Carthy had 11, and Kinley White had 9. So then going over to games around the area today, yesterday, for the girls. Mediapolis keeps their undefeated season going. Number 9 in the standings. They're now 20-0 on the season with a 56-35 victory over Fort Madison. Mid-Prairie got the victory over Washington 60-40. Mid-Prairie's now 13-5, ranked 13th in the standings. Cardinal got the victory over New London 54-24. Keota got a victory over the ranked Montezuma. They were 14th, but not after that. Lost to Keota. Winfield Mount Union couldn't get a victory over Columbus as Columbus takes it 66-56 for the boys. Mediapolis gets a close win over Fort Madison 51-49. Mid-Prairie also handles Washington 68-57. Marion takes care of Mount Pleasant 55-51. Marion's now 10-6 on the year. Keokuk versus Centerville got canceled yesterday, so we're going to move on to New London, who handled Cardinal 78-44. We had a rank matchup between number 3 Burlington Notre Dame and number 10 Pella Christian, and Pella Christian able to take that one 70-66. That is Burlington Notre Dame's first loss on the year. Keota got a 1-point victory over Montezuma 63-62, and finally Winfield Mount Union got the victory over Columbus 61-50 in games today. In the Southeast Conference, Burlington's over at West Burlington, not a very far distance for them. Fort Madison's over at Illini West, so obviously over in Illinois. Pekin's at Columbus. You can catch that game right now on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. Davis County's home against Sheraton. Cardinals over at Clark. Ottumwa's home against Des Moines Lincoln. Eddyville Blacksburg Fremont over at Centerville as the Trojan girls heading back out to the court. Albia's home against Knoxville. Waco's over at Winfield Mount Union. Signame's home against HLVTC. Had the acronym written down. I don't know what the actual name for them are. For the boys, Fairfield, of course, over at Holy Trinity Catholic. We got the pregame show with about 7 minutes to go until tip-off in that one. So we got about a 5-minute lead here at home. Burlington's over at West Burlington, of course. Pekin over at Columbus. Davis County home against Sheraton. Cardinal at Clark. Ottumwa home against Des Moines Lincoln. Eddyville Blacksburg Fremont at Centerville. Ablia home against Knoxville. Waco over at Winfield Mount Union. And Oskaloosa home against number 4 Pella. Pella's 15-2 on the year. About 2 minutes to go until tip-off. We're going to take a quick break here and be back with the conference standings and then eventually the national anthem and starting lineups here on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Planning for 2026 starts now. Call me, Brandon Taglar, your local Beck seed dealer. I am here and ready to help Southeast Iowa farmers secure the best genetics for next season. With supply chain challenges and increasing demand, ordering your 2026 seed early means getting exactly what you need for your fields. I bring local expertise and Beck's proven performance together. Call me, Brandon Taglar, your Beck seed dealer, serving Southeast Iowa. 641-919-7526. Order your 2026 seed now and plant with confidence.
Community First Credit Union's best auto loan refinance offer is back. Enjoy an excellent rate plus no payments for 90 days. 2 great specials in one. Available for a limited time only. We make financing simple with fast, convenient online applications and easy pre-approval. Whether you're buying new, purchasing used, or refinancing your current auto loan, drive away with a vehicle loan from See First, where together is better. Stop by or apply online today at seefirstcu.com.
Subject to credit approval and program qualifications. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back, and now final send-offs from this pregame show sponsored by Community First Credit Union. Would also like to shout out the Fairfield High School Pep Band run by Tyler Nunziato, who will be bringing the music to us tonight in Fairfield. So as both teams heading to each respective side, Keokuk is 7-1 on the conference. Fort Madison 6-2, Washington's 5-3, as well as Burlington. Fairfield's 1-7, and Mount Pleasant 0-8. Good conference rivalry coming up here after the national anthems. We're going to step aside for that and be back with the starting lineups here on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
This is Miss Bonnie at Packwood Locker and Meats of Packwood. Packwood Locker and Meats brings farm fresh to your table. Beefy with boldness, porky with perfection, fresh off the farm and into your kitchen. We know how to make every meal a masterpiece. Trust the quality and savor the taste, because at Packwood Locker and Meats, fresh isn't just a promise, it's a guarantee. Now open for retail and pickup 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Visit PackwoodLockerandMeats.com for more information. Trust me, you can't beat Peyton's Meat, and we dare you to try.
Welcome back in. After the national anthem here, we're bringing you the starting lineups here, sponsored by Packwood Locker and Meats. As they're beginning it here, we're going to start with starting lineups here for the Mount Pleasant Panthers. At number 4, the sophomore guard, Abigail Shelingowski. Number 12, the senior guard, Abby Carthy. The senior guard, number 14, Kinley White. The senior guard, number 20, Maya Starr. And finally, the junior forward, number 23, Peyton Ensminger. Head coached by Kurt Watson, assisted by Matt Smith, Amy Iverson, and Kara Krieger. And now for your Fairfield Trojans, as stadium standing up here at guard, the sophomore, number 1, Vanessa Kessel. The senior forward, number 3, Maddie Martin. Following her up is her cousin, the senior guard, number 5, Lauren Martin. At forward, the senior, number 11, Faith Jones. And finally down low, the senior center, number 50, Elise Setterstrom, head coached by Ryan Witzenberg, assisted by Destiny Girdley and Shay Drish, as well as Pat McEvan and Travis Duncan. This has been the pregame show here, and starting lineups sponsored by both Community First Credit Union and Packwood Locker and Meats. The JV game, which wrapped up earlier, Fairfield was able to take that one 56-37. As Trojans will be wearing their home white uniforms tonight, with orange lettering and numbering on the other side for Mount Pleasant, wearing their away mustard yellow uniforms along with their, I don't know, kind of maroon lettering and numbering. I'm not the best with colors, but down low is Shelingowski and Elise Setterstrom at center court as Trojans win the tip, and we are underway here in Fairfield. Between Kessel and Martin. So I'm looking to bounce back after Friday's game in Keokuk. Faith Jones, left corner 3, gets it started early. Faith Jones. First points of the game for either squad as the Trojans go up 3-0 early. Over to Starr on the right side. Back to Shelingowski as they work it left. Starr again with it. Now under 20 to play on the shot clock. Shelingowski cutting in the paint. Her shot no good, but will go to the line to shoot 2. 7:13 to play in the first. That foul, I'm going to call it on Vanessa Kessel. That is her first. As Coach Wittenberg talking to her on the sideline. No subs coming in yet It's been a theme so far over the last few games that Coach Witz brings in 5 subs in at one time for the Trojan girls, as Shelengoski's first free throw was no good. Second of 2 on the way, and that one is 3-1 is the score. Trojans ahead as they work it quickly to Faith Jones. And then back looking for Kessel, but it's swatted out of play by Shelengoski. Inbound quickly to Vanessa Kessel on the baseline. Right side, hands it off. Maddie Martin finds Lauren Martin for 2. That one off back rim, no good. Rebound in by Kinley White. Gets it to Starr, long three-pointer. Starr's shot rattles out. Loose ball rebounded in by Vanessa Kessel. About a minute through this first quarter, as Kessel has an open look, top of the line. It's good. 2 3-pointers to get the shooting early for the Trojans as they go up 6-1. White's pass is tipped and stolen, and a foul is called. That'll be on Peyton Ensminger of the Panthers. So both teams knotted at 1 as Trojans will inbound under their own hoop on the baseline. This first quarter is sponsored by Jefferson County Health Center. Care you can count on. That's what we do. As Kessel inbounds it, finds Setterstrom at the free throw line, looking for Maddie Martin. It goes through her hands and into the hands of Abby Carthy. Carthy, coast to coast, finds Shelengoski. That 2 is no good. And last touched by Shelengoski out of play. 6:04 to go in the first. As Faith Jones has to go run down the ball as it went almost all the way out of the arena. Coming in for the Trojans was Emma Metcalf, the junior guard in for Faith Jones. So she went to go retrieve the ball from behind the bleachers, and for her reward, she gets a little break. As Kessel goes back for another 3. That one off back rim, no good. Loose ball, last touched by the Panthers. 5:47 to play. As Martin inbounding it on the baseline again for the Trojans. Inbound quickly, Metcalf, her shot no good. Rebound into the hands of Vanessa Kessel. Her putback was no good. Rebound in by Carthy. Now White with it. Trojans playing man defense. A foul will be called on Lauren Martin of the Trojans. So her first second team foul of the quarter. As looks like Faith Jones coming right back in. As tip-off has officially happened in the boys game in Holy Trinity Catholic. We have it streaming right here on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. Inbound far to Carthy down in the paint as she gets the layup to go. First field goal made for the Panthers. 6-3 is the score. Jones with it. Pull up, paint floater is good. 5 points early for number 11. 8-3 is the score. Carthy rockets one, able to get it to Shelengoski. Goski bounce pass to Starr. Back to White as they work it right at the three-point line. Driving, Carthy is fouled while going up. Will go to the line to shoot 2. Third foul of the quarter on the Trojans. Foul was on Vanessa Kessel. As looking like a sub will come in for Kessel. Carthy going to the line to shoot her first 2 free throws of the game. First one is good for her. As coming in for the Trojans, number 4, the junior guard Lenora Felt. And a timeout is called before the second free throw with 4:53 to play. We're going to step aside for this and be right back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We care. At Jefferson County Health Center, it's the little things that make a big difference. We believe every patient deserves to feel safe and comforted, no matter what brings them here. We strive to turn fear into comfort. We are committed to ensuring every patient feels informed, supported, and truly cared for.
Jefferson County
Welcome back in. 4:53 to go in this first quarter, sponsored by Jefferson County Health Center. As we have the second of 2 free throws coming for Mount Pleasant Panthers. Abby Carthy has 3 points so far, looking to add on to it. Second of 2 free throw attempts coming. She's 1 for 1 on the night so far. And she remains perfect there. It's 8-5 Fairfield. Emma Metcalf with it now. Cutting inside on the left side. Her floater bounces off the back rim twice, but falls either way. 10-5 Fairfield. Shelengoski and Carthy passing it between each other to get it across half court. Starr in the left corner. Passed up a 3, gives it back to Carthy. Carthy, open lane to the hoop. Easy shot and make there for number 12. As over in the left corner is Metcalf, bounced low for Setterstrom. Setterstrom finds Maddie Martin. Back to Felt. Felt's pass tipped by White and stolen by number 14. As Carthy's able to cross half court as we have eclipsed the halfway point in this first quarter. 10-7 is the score. Pass is swatted by Martin. Will stay Mount Pleasant possession. Starr to Ensminger. Back over to Starr on the right side. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Carthy at the free throw line, back over Shelengoski. 5 seconds, driving down low. Ensminger shot is blocked. Setterstrom with the rejection. Maddie Martin on the other side gets her shot to fall. This pass down court finds Maya Starr as she hands it off to Kinley White. Starr, long three-pointer, that one no good. Rebound taken in by White. White is fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. That foul on Setterstrom. One more foul by the Trojans will put the Panthers in the bonus for the remaining 3:06 of the first quarter. White's first off back rim coming in for both squads. Number 12, Aubrey Ryan, and number 22, Anna McAvan for the Trojans, along with number 1, Haley Lidoff, the sophomore guard for the Panthers. White's second of 2, again no good. Loose ball down low, into the hands of McAvan. Faith Jones able to roll it to her teammate. Lenora Felt with it on the right side. This near sideline in front of the Panthers bench. Bounce pass finds Ryan. It's stolen by Lidoff. Lidoff driving in, and a foul will be called on the Trojans. So that will put Fairfield at 5 fouls, and the Panthers in the bonus. That foul on Anna McAvan, her first. So Lidoff just subbed in, and she gets her first chance at points. First one to no avail, however. 12-7 still the score. As shot is waved off. Looks like Peyton Ensminger stepped in the paint before the shot was able to get off. So 0 for 1 on her free throws is Haley Lidoff as the Trojans get possession right back. Right corner was McAvan as they work it back left. Jones for 3, it's good, and has a chance to go to the line to complete the 4-point play. Foul was on Ensminger. Has both fouls for the Panthers in this game as Jones goes to the line. And it's good. 4-point play completed by the Trojans. Coming in for the Panthers, number 21, Elodie Rawson, and for the Trojans, number 3, Maddie Martin. Elodie Rossman, the freshman guard. So both Martins actually coming back in for the Trojans. As Mount Pleasant will inbound with 2:33 to go in the first quarter. And last touched by the Panthers as it goes out of play. Carthy wasn't able to reach for it in time. So the Trojans will inbound on the baseline under their own hoop with 2:30 to play. Martin with an open three. It's good. Nothing but net for number 3, who makes her own 3. Oh, it looks like they called it a 2. All that hype for nothing. It was still a good basket for the Trojans, as on the other end, foul will be called on Lauren Martin. So Lenora Felt's going to come back in for Lauren Martin, who came just right out for the Trojans. And 2 free throws are coming for Abby Shellingoski. And Setterstrom will be coming in for the Trojans in a second. Shellingoski 1 for 2 on her free throws so far tonight, as she makes the first one on this trip. Setterstrom coming back in for the Trojans, in for Emma Metcalf. Second of 2 on the way, and it's good. So 3 for 4 on the night for Abby Shellingoski. (18-9) is the score. Bounce pass looking for Setterstrom was disrupted for the moment, and stepped out of bounds trying to grab it was Carthy. So Trojans will retain possession with exactly 2 minutes to play in the first. Felt open for 3. That one no good. And they're going to say last touched by the Trojans. I don't know if I agree with that one, but I think one ref contradicted the other one, as Jones gets a steal right back. Her 2 in the paint, no good. Loose ball, rebounded for the moment by Felt, and she's able to retain it. McAvan thought about a 3. It was tipped by Shellingoski. Back to McAvan for 3. That one no good. Rebound saved by Faith Jones, and a timeout is called by the Trojans after all that chaos. 1:34 to play. Trojans up 18-9. We're going to step aside and be right back here on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Dr. Matt here. Looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic. Complete dental care for your entire family, your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
If you're tired of dropped calls and slow internet, we're here to help. Lisco's the future of fast, reliable communication. Never miss a beat with streaming, gaming, or video calls, whether you're working, playing, or just staying connected. Lisco brings you lightning fast speeds, crystal clear calls, and unbeatable reliability. Switch today and experience the difference. Call me, Samantha, your Lisco sales rep at 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
Welcome back in. 1:34 left to play in the first quarter. Trojans inbounding after the full timeout used by Coach Witzenberg of the Trojans. They have 3 remaining for the rest of the game. Trojans also at 5 fouls. So Mount Pleasant will be in the bonus for the remaining just under 90 seconds of this quarter. As we're under 20 seconds to play on the shot clock. Bounce pass stolen by Carthy. I'd like to mention at halftime of the girls' game against Mount Pleasant earlier this year, they only scored 13 points. They're already at 18 in the first quarter alone. As Shellingoski over to White, back to Carthy as we are under a minute to play in the first. Ball is tipped by Metcalf. Under 10 to play. Rockets one down. Light off. Can't get the layup. Last touched by the Trojans out of play. Shot clock resets with 45.5 left to play in the first. Carthy looking for an inbound under their baseline. finds Shelengoski as they work it left. Carthy on the J and travels before she can get the shot up. Shot clock and game clock different by about 4 seconds as Trojans get it right back. Emma Metcalf taking it across court for the Trojan girls. Working down low, puts up the shot. That one no good. Loose ball, rebound by Leidolf. 2-on-1 as the layup attempt by White, no good. Leidolf gets it back. Her putback is good. Shot clock now off with 12 seconds to play in the first. Metcalf tried to backdoor cut the pass to Setterstrom. Loose ball stolen back. Martin for two, no good. And no shot will be put up by the end of the first. So after one, the Trojans up 18-11 over the Mount Pleasant Panthers. We're gonna step aside and be right back with the start of the second here on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Community First Credit Union's best auto loan refinance offer is back. Enjoy an excellent rate plus no payments for 90 days. 2 great specials in one. Available for a limited time only. We make financing simple with fast, convenient online applications and easy pre-approval. Whether you're buying new, purchasing used, or refinancing your current auto loan, drive away with a vehicle loan from See First, where together is better. Stop by or apply online today at seefirstcu.com.
Subject to credit approval and program qualifications. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Planning for 2026 starts now. Call me, Brandon Taglart, your local Beck seed dealer. I am here and ready to help Southeast Iowa farmers secure the best genetics for next season. With supply chain challenges and increasing demand, ordering your 2026 seed early means getting exactly what you need for your fields. I bring local expertise and Beck's proven performance together. Call me, Brandon Taglart, your Beck seed dealer, serving Southeast Iowa. 641-919-7526. Order your 2026 seed now and plant with confidence.
Welcome back in as we had a little stoppage in play here before the actual start of the countdown here for the end of the first quarter. We had a Mount Pleasant Panther girl a little shaken up after that. End of the first, she looks like she's on the bench now and being looked at by Fairfield trainers and Mount Pleasant trainers, of course. So after one, Fairfield Trojans up 18-11 on the other game as we're looking at it. Nearing the end of the first quarter between the Trojans and Holy Trinity Catholic. Holy Trinity just made a 3 to go up 20-2 over the Trojan boys. Nearing the end of the first quarter. And a buzzer beater shot, no good by Ethan Biscard. So 20-2 is the score after the end of the first. But here it's 18-11 as leading scorers for the Trojans. Faith Jones, who has 2 3-pointers. Maddie Martin has 4 points. Vanessa Kessel with 3 on the other end. Abby Carthy has 6 points for the Panthers, along with a 3 free throws by Abby Shelengoski. Demons will start with the basketball as Trojans just come out of the huddle. Carthy being quickly double teamed, dumps it off to Ensminger. Ensminger playing with 2 fouls. Ball is poked. Loose ball picked up by Vanessa Kessel. A steal early for the Trojans in this quarter. Kessel travels before she can get the shot off. She doesn't think she picked up her pivot foot, but looks like the refs think otherwise. About 20 seconds through this second quarter here, sponsored by Fairfield Dental Clinic on West Adams in Fairfield. Shelengoski with it, being guarded heavily by was Faith Jones, and then Lauren Martin playing that 2-3 zone. As Shelengoski puts up the 3, her left side shot no good. Rebound in by Setterstrom. Bounce pass over to Kessel. Kessel driving, finds Martin for 3. Just off the mark, rebound in by Maya Starr. Hands it off to Carthy as the Trojan defense gets back into play. Spot up 2 was uncontested. Her shot no good, a little short. Rebound in by Setterstrom. It's been a theme in this second quarter. Lauren Martin on the baseline, left side of the three-point line. Finds Setterstrom. Setterstrom driving, lost her handle. Able to keep it in bounds was Maya Starr, but right to a Trojan player. Back down low, Setterstrom spin around shots. And a foul is called on the Trojans. After the shot, they're going to call that on as referee deciding. Foul was on Setterstrom, so she has 2 now. First foul of the quarter on the Trojans. And looks like the referee is saying it's going to be last touched out of bounds by Mount Pleasant, possibly. There's 6:26 to go in the second quarter. No scoring has been yet scored by either squad. Trojans currently outnumbering the amount of fouls by the Panthers. Probably about 8-2 right now. As quick sub coming in for the Trojans is Aubrey Ryan. And it does look like Trojans will be inbounding after the foul called on the Trojans. Quite a strange set of circumstances as Maddie Martin, her pass leads to an open gap in the court. So last touched by the Trojans, of course. Or no, they're going to say, no, it was. Yep. Looks like for a moment the girls thought they would get the ball back. But finally back under action here. Nearing 6:20 to play in the second. Carthy with it, top of the three-point line. White over to Starr on the left side. Starr gets a good screen by White. Over to Shelingoski, has a lane and is fouled going up. Another foul called on Lauren Martin. That is Lauren Martin's third foul with 6:06 to go in the second. So Shelingoski going to the line to shoot 2 more. First one off back rim, no good. Coming in for Lauren Martin is Emma Metcalf. Might have to sit a little bit on the bench with 3 fouls. Definite foul trouble for number 5. Shelingoski has 1 for 2 on that trip. Is now 4 for 6. Maddie Martin down low. Her 2, no good. Aubrey Ryan, her shot's blocked from behind. Starr travels before she can hand it off. So, shot was no good by the Trojans, but they'll get it right back. As Metcalf with it. Down low, Aubrey Ryan. Ryan back with it. Hands it off to Metcalf. Metcalf driving right. Is fouled and will go to the line to look to complete the 3-point play. Emma Metcalf has 4 points now. All the points off the bench for the Trojan girls. Looking to complete the 3-point play. Maya Starr called with the foul. Her first. As completes the 3-point play. 5 points now for Emma Metcalf. High pass, able to get it to Shelingoski. And a foul is called on Maddie Martin, who was trying to strip it from Carthy. That's Martin's first foul. 3 fouls total for the Trojans in the quarter. Now outscoring the Panthers 10-3 in fouls total on the game. 5:33 to play as Carthy moves back towards the Trojans' baseline. Gets it into White. White gets past 2 defenders. Carving through is stolen by Jones. Jones says, I'm going to take it myself. And gets the 2 to fall. 11 points for 11 tonight. As another foul is called on the Trojans, Maddie Martin. 2 fouls in just 2 defensive possessions for the Trojans. As Anna McAvan comes in, as both Martins are in a little bit of foul trouble here for the Trojans. We get back underway with 5:08 to go. Starr with it, working it right to Shelingoski. Back to Carthy, down low. Shelingoski has it stripped away by Metcalf. Under 5 to play in the seconds. Finds Kessel for 3, rolls out. Good save by Carthy as it goes right into another foul by the Trojans. A foul on Metcalf, so with 4:43 to go, the Panthers back into the bonus. Ensminger going to the line. First chance at points for number 23. Ensminger's first off front rim is coming in for the Panthers. Number 1, Haley Lidoff. Has second of 2 attempt on the way for Ensminger. She gets that one to go. First point of the game for number 23. As McAvan with it. Moves it right to Kessel. 23-13 is the score. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. Under 4.5 to play in the seconds. Finds Metcalf. Right baseline. Her shot no good. Aubrey Ryan's putback was again no good. Last touched by the Trojans. Out of play. 4:17 left. As ball swatted and stolen, Metcalf had the tip. Kessel gets the steal. Tried to find McAvan, but Shelingoski got right in the way of that pass. Lidoff with it on the right side. To Carthy, who slows things down for the Panthers. Shelingoski to Starr. Starr for 3 is good. Maya Starr's first points of the game. 23-16 is the score. McAvan. Down low, Ryan. It's stolen by Starr. Nearing 3.5 to play in the second. Ensminger with it down low. Travels called. Is coming in for the Trojans. Maddie Martin and Lenora Feltz. As Kessel takes it down court for the Trojans. Tried to leave it off for McAvan, able to hold on to it before it goes out of play. Maddie Martin with it now, finds a cutting Faith Jones. Spin around hooker, no good. Felt gets the rebound. Maddie Martin gets the banking 2 to fall. 6 points now for number 3. Shelingoski, open 3, doesn't get the bounce she needs. Rebound in by McAvan. Felt with it now. Nearing 2.5 to play in the second. 9-point lead for the Trojan girls. Spin around shot, Kessel's layup no good. Carthy taking it down court for the Panthers. Finds Shelingoski to Ensminger. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2 more. Felt is going to be called with the foul. Ensminger's 1 for 2 on her free throw shots tonight. On the other side, with about 1:45 to play before halftime in the boys' game, Holy Trinity Catholic up 28-7 over your Fairfield Trojans. Ensminger's first of 2 is good, coming in for the Trojans. Emma Metcalf right back in after a quick break on the sideline. Looks like Kinley White's going to come back in for the Panthers after this next free throw by Ensminger. Goes 2 for 2 on that trip, 3 for 4 total on the game. And as said, number 14, Kinley White coming back in for the Panthers. 2:16 to play as we get back under action. Down low's Metcalf, over to McAvan, thought about a three. This is, chooses to dish it out, looking for Jones just through her fingertips as we're under 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime, sponsored by Smithburg Automotive, will have the first half stats and what future holds for the Trojan boys and girls here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. As no fouls called as Shelengoski goes tumbling to the floor, Panthers able to keep possession. Down low, Lightoff, a great leading pass as Lightoff's able to get the basket. 25-20 is the score. Now under 90 seconds to play. Metcalf has it poked, and a foul will be called on Starr. Her second foul of the quarter on the Panthers. As Martin looking to find an open player, finds Metcalf, her shot no good. And a foul is called again on the Trojans. That's on Metcalf. So 2 free throws coming for the Panthers as Kessel comes back in for Emma Metcalf. 1:22 to play in the first half. As a timeout will be called by the Panthers. That's a full timeout, so we're going to step aside. 25-20, your Trojans ahead. And we'll be right back here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Welcome back in. Halftime score of the Fairfield boys game over in Holy Trinity Catholic. Holy Trinity up 34-10. Trojans playing without Eli Zillman for the rest of the year. They broke his finger against Keokuk. As Abby Shelengoski at the line to shoot 2 more. First one has a high bounce off back iron. No good. Again, 1:22 to play. As was a big theme in the first game between the two squads. The foul difference between both is quite different. I believe now nearing 15 fouls total for the Trojan girls, called on the Trojan girls this quarter, as another travel is called on Vanessa Kessel, compared to now only 4 by Mount Pleasant. So 25-21 is the score. Minute 15 to go before halftime as Panthers get the ball. White driving on the right side, lost her handle, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound in by Jones, and a travel is called on the Trojans. So the Panthers will inbound on their baseline, now under a minute to play. Finds Starr as we're back underway here. Shot clock resetting. Shelengoski dribbles it out to Carthy on the left side. And stolen away. McAvan with it. Is fouled and will go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Great play there by Anna McAvan. That's Maya Starr's 3rd foul. one of the only players that's being called for fouls on the Panther sideline. So before this free throw attempt coming in for the Panthers, number 15, Lindsey Striegel, the junior forward. McAvan's free throw is good, completing the three-point play is number 22. Lightoff over to Shelengoski. Shelengoski finds a cutting Lightoff, and her layup's good. Shot clock now off, under 30 seconds to play in the first half. Kessel, her shot stripped, no foul called. Nearing 15 seconds to play. Carthy, and another foul is called on the Trojans. That'll be on Faith Jones, her first, so Carthy will go to the line to shoot 2. Carthy is 2 for 2 on her free throws tonight, with just over 12 seconds to play in the first half. Carthy's first good, no subs coming in for either squad. Carthy with 7 points, leading the team, looking to add on to that, and doing so. 8 points now for number 12. Shot clock is off, 10 seconds to play in the first half. McAvan to Kessel, back to McAvan. Martin puts up the shots, just rattles out. So after the first half, the Trojans up 28-25 over the Mount Pleasant Panthers. We're gonna step aside and be back with the halftime stats here on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We care. At Jefferson County Health Center, it's the little things that make a big difference. We believe every patient deserves to feel safe and comforted, no matter what brings them here. We strive to turn fear into comfort. We are committed to ensuring every patient feels informed, supported, and truly cared for.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
Community First Credit Union's best auto loan refinance offer is back. Enjoy an excellent rate plus no payments for 90 days. 2 great specials in one. Available for a limited time only. We make financing simple with fast, convenient online applications and easy pre-approval. Whether you're buying new, purchasing used, or refinancing your current auto loan, drive away with a vehicle loan from See First, where together is better. Stop by or apply online today at seefirstcu.com.
Subject to credit approval and program qualifications. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Dr. Matt here. Looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic. Complete dental care for your entire family. Your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
Community First Credit Union's best auto loan refinance offer is back. Enjoy an excellent rate plus no payments for 90 days. 2 great specials in one. Available for a limited time only. We make financing simple with fast, convenient online applications and easy pre-approval. Whether you're buying new, purchasing used, or refinancing your current auto loan, drive away with a vehicle loan from See First, where together is better. Stop by or apply online today at seefirstcu.com.
Subject to credit approval and program qualifications. Federally insured by the NCUA.
If community matters, choose a family that values community. When you choose Beaner Funeral Home, you are choosing more than a business and more than a building. You are choosing a family. When you support those who give back to the community by way of volunteerism, talents, and monetary investments, you are ensuring this legacy of giving continues. We offer the most economical cremation and traditional burial pricing in our area and invite you to experience the Beaner difference of community, compassion, and commitment.
If you're tired of dropped calls and slow internet, we're here to help. Lisco's the future of fast, reliable communication. Never miss a beat with streaming, gaming, or video calls, whether you're working, playing, or just staying connected. Lisco brings you lightning fast speeds, crystal clear calls, and unbeatable reliability. Switch today and experience the difference. Call me, Samantha, your Lisco sales rep at 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
Welcome back in. Just under 7 minutes to go until the start of the third quarter here as we welcome you into this halftime show sponsored by Smithburg Automotive. People here just watched the Fairfield dance team perform. Always good to see them perform here as we had a handful of away games recently, so they had time to prepare. I believe it was a new dance tonight as we've moved into February on the year, so dipping down to the final week and a half or so of, a week or two of Fairfield basketball this season. After one half, the Trojans up 28-25 over the Mount Pleasant Panthers. Leading scorers for both squads for the visiting Mount Pleasant Panthers, Abby Carthy with 8 points, followed up by Haley Lightoff off the bench with 6, and Abby Shalingowski with 5. On the other side for your Fairfield Trojans, Faith Jones leads the charge with 11 points, followed behind by Maddie Martin with 6, and Emma Metcalf off the bench with 5. Would also like to mention the free throw difference between both squads. Mount Pleasant had 19 free throws in that first half compared to 3 by the Trojans. Trojans were 3 for 3 on those shots, all of them being and ones for the Trojans, so able to make the most of those situations, including a 4-point play made by Faith Jones. She has 2 3-pointers of her own, along with a 3 by Vanessa Kessel in the first. All those 3 sponsored by Beaner Funeral Home and Crematory of Fairfield. Halftime score of the Trojan boys game over at Holy Trinity. Holy Trinity ahead 34-10. Low scoring game for both squads in that regard. Next action you can catch for both Trojan boys and girls will be the doubleheader home against Burlington on Friday. You can catch the girls game at about 6 o'clock and the boys game, they're going to say 7:30, but that's more likely going to be about 8 o'clock. But since these are single header games, they're going to start right at about the allotted time. So it's about 8:15 here, and usually that would be about midway through the first quarter in the boys game, and it's about halftime. Well, it's about halfway through halftime here in this girls game single header against conference foe Mount Pleasant. This is the second of 2 games that the Trojan Girls will play against the Panthers. We'll have to talk with AJ during the commercial break. I believe this is the last Southeast Conference matchup the girls have this year. Oh yes, and then Burlington on Friday. But after that, it'll be almost it for them. They'll have some out-of-conference matchups to end off the year. You can catch all those, of course, on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. I'd also like to mention the February 14th game. If allotted, we will broadcast that one. The first non-regular season matchup for the Trojan girls. I will not be in attendance for that one. I'll be at a college visit down in Columbia, Missouri. So with about 3.5 to go until the start of the second half, Trojan girls eventually going to start coming out here. We're going to step aside for a quick 90-second break here and be back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Planning for 2026 starts now. Call me, Brandon Taglar, your local Beck seed dealer. I am here and ready to help Southeast Iowa farmers secure the best genetics for next season. With supply chain challenges and increasing demand, ordering your 2026 seed early means getting exactly what you need for your fields. I bring local expertise and Beck's proven performance together. Call me, Brandon Taglar, your Beck seed dealer, serving Southeast Iowa. 641-919-7526. Order your 2026 seed now and plant with confidence.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Welcome back in. 28-25, your Trojans ahead of the Panthers at halftime. Would also like to shout out a few other Trojans in sports during this winter season of athletics. For the girls, they played on Friday in wrestling over in Wapello. Would like to congratulate senior Kendra Allison and junior Samantha Lyons on making state. For wrestling, both made it last year, I believe, so good to see back-to-back Trojans heading to state for wrestling. Boys matchup will be in a bit. There's still about a week or so until that'll come out, but we will announce that once that comes around. Third quarter's about a minute through in the boys' game. Not a lot of scoring's happened there yet, but we are officially about to get back underway here. This has been the halftime show sponsored by Smithburg Automotive. Coming up is the third quarter, which will be sponsored by Lisco, your experts for fiber optics. As Coach Wittenberg talking to the starters here, of course, with the huge difference in fouls between both squads. A few Trojans in foul trouble. We'll see how that plays out for the Trojan girls. As looks like Trojans will start with the basketball here to start quarter number 3. So Maddie Martin at half court. Inbounds it into Vanessa Kessel, and we are underway here in quarter number 3. Faith Jones, spot up 3, it's good. Why not get it started early? 14 points for Faith Jones, tying how much she scored against Mount Pleasant in the last matchup between these two. Trojans go up by 6. Shellingoski has it poked, and they're going to call a foul on Setterstrom. Because of course they would. 26 seconds through the third quarter. That's Setterstrom's third foul. So Aubrey Ryan coming right back in for Setterstrom. Keep her out of foul trouble and hopefully keep her active for the remainder of the game. Inbound quickly, Ensminger. Her two's no good. Rebound in by Aubrey Ryan. Martin taking it down court. Slows things down, working it left for Vanessa. Back to Maddie Martin. To Faith Jones. Down low on the baseline, it's stripped. Stolen away by White. Fast break, Carthy with it. One-on-one. Layup is good. Carthy with 10 points now. 31-27 is the score. Aubrey Ryan thought about a three-pointer there. Driving right as they work it back out. Under 20 to play on the shot clock. As Lightoffs pokes it away from Kessel. A jump ball will be called, and Mount Pleasant will get possession. So as Mount Pleasant inbounds under the Trojan hoop with 6:41 to play in the third quarter, we're about to get back underway here. Down court pass finds Lightoff. Picks up her dribble, hands it off to White. White driving in. Her shot no good. Mount Pleasant fans looking for a foul, but they've gotten almost every single foul to go their way in this game so far. So about 90 seconds through the third quarter, Trojans have it. Left corner is Maddie Martin. Spin around shot. Aubrey Ryan's two, no good. Loose ball rebounded in by Carthy. Good down court pass. Shalingoski gets the two. And it's a 2-point game. Kessel with it for the Trojans. Ryan back to Kessel. Spot up three off the Ryan screen is no good. Carthy down court to White. To Shalingoski. Carthy cutting in. Her two no good. Ensminger gets the putback. And we are all tied up here at 31 as Kessel steps inbound before she's able to pass it in. So Mount Pleasant will get the ball back. Coming in for the Trojans, Emma Metcalf, Lenora Felt, and Emma Scepter. With 5:19 to play, all knotted at 31. Lightoff gets the inbound, cutting in. Her two no good. It goes right through the fingertips of Emma Metcalf. So Mount Pleasant will inbound with 5:14 to play on that far sideline on their side of the court. Loose ball is stolen by Metcalf. Hands off to Felt. Slows up. Her two is good. Trojans take back the lead 33-31. Carthy looking to respond. Is fouled going up. Will go to the line to shoot two. Will be the 20th and 21st free throw attempts for the Panthers compared to only 3 made, or shot even, by the Trojans. Carthy's first no good, so this second one, if made, will only make it a 1-point game. Carthy has doubled the amount of free throw attempts even shot by the Trojans' whole team. As second one is good. So 33-32 is the score as Kessel able to cross half court and slow things down. Passing it between the guards and Faith Jones. Down low, Scepter. Bounce pass is stolen by White. And it's ripped right back by Kessel. Bounce pass finds Jones, left corner. Back to Scepter. Free throw line shot is blocked by Ensminger. Carthy with it. Down low, Ensminger can't handle it. Stolen back by Kessel. And last touched by the Panthers as it goes out of bounds. 4:08 to go in the third quarter. Coming in is Maya Starr. Has 3 fouls for the Panthers. As Emma Metcalf takes it past half court for the Trojans. Jones with it. Cutting right, finds Felt. That's a 2. That one short of the mark. Rebound in by Kessel, was pushed. No foul is called as the Panthers get the ball back. He's getting pushed out of bounds. I have no clue how that's not called a foul. As Ensminger, oh, that's going to be a foul, of course, as Scepter called for her second. As both Martins looking to come back in. Now 3 fouls for the Trojans in the quarter to 0 called on the Panthers, as well as Anna McEvan coming back in. Inbound And a jump ball is called. Trojans have possession, 3:35 to play in the third. As Metcalf crossing half court with it. Hands it right off to McAvan. Back to Maddie Martin, who has 6 points on the game. Second most on the team behind Faith Jones, who stayed in this whole quarter so far. Jones has 14 points. And trying to add on to it, her three just rolls out. Rebound in by Starr. Carthy to Shellingoski. Still only a 1-point lead for Fairfield. Ensminger with it. Three-pointer light off, no good. Rebound in by Metcalf. Metcalf being double teamed, finds an opening, and her two is good. 7 points now for number 2. Shellingoski trying to push pace. Cutting around, is fouled going up. It's an offensive foul. A good charge taken there by Anna McAvan. That is Shellingoski's first foul with 2:28 to go in the third. First team foul of the quarter on the Panthers. Pass is swatted and stolen into the hands of Carthy. Carthy had it tipped, but she's able to keep it in. Her floater's good. Back to a 1-point lead for the Trojans as we're under 2 minutes to play in the third. McAvan with it, top of the three-point line. Finds Jones. Eventually, Maddie Martin back to Lauren Martin for three. Connects! Lauren Martin's first three of the game. Makes it a 4-point lead for Fairfield. And wouldn't you guess, another foul called on the Trojans. That is Lauren Martin's 4th foul. So coming in for hers, Lenora Felt with 1:33 to play in the third quarter. As Shellingoski and Carthy with it. Ensminger at the free throw line, cutting down low. And that foul by the Trojans will put the Panthers in the bonus for the third time in 3 quarters. Almost hysterical at this point. It's third foul on Emma Metcalf, so 2 shots coming for Ensminger. Ensminger looking to make it a 1-possession game. Does so with that one. As Kessel coming back in for the Trojans for a final minute 22. As Ensminger on the other end. That one rattles out. Carthy gets the putback. Hurt is no good. And a foul is called on the Panthers. Carthy called for a foul as we have seen a team high 2 fouls called on the quarter by the Panthers. Almost thought it would be impossible to see that. As we are nearing a minute to play. McAvan's 3, no good. Kessel there for the putback, and she is fouled. That was Shellingoski's 2nd foul. So Kessel to go to the line to shoot 2. The 4th and 5th free throws of the game for the Trojan girls compared to 23 by Mount Pleasant. And Trojans still up by 3 through all of that. Kessel's first is good. Coming in is number 23, the sophomore Haley Eklund. And number 14, Kinley White back out there for the Panthers. Second of 2 on the way for Kessel. Goes 2 for 2. As a 30-second timeout will be called by the Trojans. We're going to step aside for this one here and be right back with this on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Community First Credit Union's best auto loan refinance offer is back. Enjoy an excellent rate plus no payments for 90 days. 2 great specials in one. Available for a limited time only. We make financing simple with fast, convenient online applications and easy pre-approval. Whether you're buying new, purchasing used, or refinancing your current auto loan, drive away with a vehicle loan from See First, where together is better. Stop by or apply online today at seefirstcu.com.
Subject to credit approval and program qualifications. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back in after 3 quarters in the boys game. Holy Trinity Catholic up 54-19 over your Fairfield Trojans. So as they have the 35-point gap deficit, we have a running clock in that one. Might be looking at a game that's going to wrap up pretty quickly now. As find Shelengoski to Star, back to Shelengoski. Under a minute to play in the third. Star being double teamed. Carthy underneath. Her 2 is good. Once again, a 3-point game here. Kessel with it. Shot clock will be off after this possession, as Haley Eklund with it for the Trojans. Finds Maddie Martin to a driving Eklund. Last touched by the Panthers, out of play. So 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. 22 seconds to play in the quarter. Feltz for 3. Wedges in there. Second wedgie of the season. I believe the first one was actually against Mount Pleasant as well. So we're able to see that one. With 19.3, it looks like Chad Sederstrom's going to run and grab a basketball to unclog the wedge. Oh, looks like a ref's grabbing a stand from the pep band, and he knocks it free. Round of applause for that man there. Don't worry, Chad, you can come back now. Pep band being put to work, not just to play music, but to unwedge some balls from the hoop. 15 seconds to play in the quarter. Panthers might be looking to tie to end the quarter here. Carthy can't save it from going out. As with 6.7 seconds to go in the third, we have some full court defense as it's swatted by White, stolen back by the Panthers. And a travel is called on the Panthers. One of the few times that's gone our way tonight. 2.2 to play in the third. Martin looking to inbound. Finds Kessel. McEvan unable to put up a shot. So after 3, Trojans up still by 3, 40-37. We're going to step aside and be right back with the start of quarter 4 here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We care. At Jefferson County Health Center, it's the little things that make a big difference. We believe every patient deserves to feel safe and comforted, no matter what brings them here. We strive to turn fear into comfort. We are committed to ensuring every patient feels informed, supported, and truly cared for.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
Dr. Matt here. Looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic. Complete dental care for your entire family, your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
Welcome back in. Start of quarter number 4 here on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network between your Fairfield Trojans and the visiting Mount Pleasant Panthers. Trojans up again 40-37, leading scores after 3. Faith Jones with 14 points. Emma Metcalf off the bench with 7. Maddie Martin with 6. And Vanessa Kessel with 5. On the other end for the Panthers, Abby Carthy with 15. Abby Schelengowski has 7 points. Lightoff has 6, as well as Ensminger. Kessel on the other end, her 3 was blocked. And last touch by Setterstrom out of play. Setterstrom playing with 3 fouls, along with Emma Metcalf as well on the court, playing with 3 fouls. Looks like the clock stopped for a moment, but we're able to get that back. Last touched by, they're going to say the Trojans. So 7:42 to play in the fourth quarter. The boys game, which is happening in Holy Trinity Catholic, down under 3 minutes to play. They got a running clock in that one, as Holy Trinity Catholic has led the entire game. Now up 61-26. Carthy for 3, and we are tied up here. As Metcalf takes it across half court. Carthy with 18 points now. Almost half of the Panthers' total. Setterstrom down low. Her shot no good. And last touched by the Trojans out of play. There was a Mount Pleasant player in front of a Trojan player, and somehow the Trojan player reached around the Panther player and touched it out of bounds. But, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about. So Mount Pleasant basketball has Carthy and Schelengowski with it. Up top, Schelengowski driving the 2, no good. Rebound by Setterstrom. Nearing 90 seconds through this fourth quarter. Metcalf with it to Maddie Martin on the left side. Jones now with 15 seconds. Backdoor cut, finds Maddie Martin. There was contact. Her shot no good, but there's of course a foul on the Trojans on the rebound attempt. It's going to be on Maddie Martin. So 3 fouls on number 3, as that's the first foul, most likely first of many on the quarter for the Fairfield Trojans. As game is knotted at 40. Starr with it, rolling towards the middle of the court, poked loose, and a foul is called on Starr. That is her 4th. So both teams knotted at 1 foul each. As Vanessa Kessel with it for the Trojans. Spot up 3 off the screen is good. Retaking the lead for the Trojans. That's the second 3 for Vanessa in this game. Bounce pass down low. Starr stolen by Kessel, and a foul is called on the Panthers. And for the first time all game, the Panthers have more fouls in the quarter than the Trojans. With 5:33 left to play, Schelengowski's 3rd foul is coming in, is Haley Lightoff. Would also like to mention, boys game just wrapping up. The final score in that one, Holy Trinity Catholic able to take it 63-26. They had running clock for all the fourth quarter, so that's how they got so far ahead, even though both games started at the same time. Another foul is called. This one on Kinley White's. And that is White's first foul. 3 fouls total on the Panthers in the fourth. Shot, Kessel, no good. Loose ball, rebound by Ensminger. Carthy with it. Back over Shelingoski. No foul called on the bump. Loose ball is stolen back by Kessel. 2-on-1. Pass too high for Maddie Martin. Out of play now through the first 3 minutes of the fourth. Still only a 3-point game. Whistle blows. Looks like Faith Jones has a cut of some sort, so she's going to step out for Lenora Felt. As she's going to get quickly wrapped up, looks like. Might be on her pinky or her ring finger. So the ball has a little bit of blood on it. So with 4:56 to go in the fourth quarter, we'd like to mention this fourth quarter sponsored by Brandon Taglauer, your Bexley dealer. You can call him at 641-919-7526. So Trojans have 2 timeouts remaining in this game. Mount Pleasant's only used 1, so they have 4 left. As referee is scrubbing the basketball down with a towel, finally takes it out. So about to get back under action. Trojans up by 3. As Shelingoski and Carthy take it down court for the Panthers. Shelingoski over to White, driving the baseline, is fouled. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. That is Setterstrom's 4th foul. White is 0 for 2 at the line today. 4:43 to go in the fourth. First one no good. So at least it'll be a 2-point lead for the Trojans if this next one goes in. Coming in for the Trojans was Anna McAvan in for Elise Setterstrom. Setterstrom has 1 foul left to play in this one. White's second is good. 1 for 4 now on the game. 43-41 is the score. As we are closing in on the halfway point in this fourth quarter and what's been a very solid Southeast Conference rivalry matchup. Metcalf driving right, down low, is fouled, and will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul was on Abby Carthy. That is her second. Metcalf is 1 for 1 on her free throws tonight. First one off the back rim as Faith Jones coming back in for the Trojans. Has her finger wrapped up, coming in for Vanessa Kessel. Second of 2 coming up for number 2. And that one's good. So 3-point game for, 3-point lead for the Trojans. That miss by Metcalf on her first of 2 free throws was the first miss of the game for the Trojans at the line. Loose ball and a jump ball is called. Mount Pleasant will get possession. 4:11 to play. One more foul by the Panthers will put the Trojans in the bonus for the first time in this game. So Lightoff inbounds it to Carthy right in front of the scores table as we are nearing the halfway point in this fourth quarter. Trojans up by 3. Lightoff able to keep it from going out. White with it. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Shalingoski leaves it. Lightoff for 3, no good. Back out. Carthy's 3, short. Loose ball. And a jump ball is called, so Trojans will get possession. 3:38 to play. Trojans up by 3. A timeout will be called. And it's a full timeout, so we're going to step aside here and be back. 3:38 to go in the fourth here on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
Community First Credit Union's best auto loan refinance offer is back. Enjoy an excellent rate plus no payments for 90 days. 2 great specials in one. Available for a limited time only. We make financing simple with fast, convenient online applications and easy pre-approval. Whether you're buying new, purchasing used, or refinancing your current auto loan, drive away with a vehicle loan from See First, where together is better. Stop by or apply online today at seefirstcu.com.
Subject to credit approval and program qualifications. Federally insured by the NCUA.
As we welcome you back in here, 3:38 to go in the fourth quarter of this tightly knit battle between the Trojans and the Panthers. Trojans up by 3. They will get the ball. 3 timeouts remaining for Mount Pleasant as Maddie Martin inbounds it into Anna McAvan. Lost her handle for a moment, and they're going to say last touched by the Panthers out of play. So that took about 4 seconds off the clock. Felt has it stripped away, and a foul will be called on her, so White will go to the line to shoot 2. White's 1 for 4 tonight. Mount Pleasant has now shot 27 free throw attempts compared to only 7 by Fairfield. As White's first little long, no good. 3:33 left to play. That was the Trojans' 3rd foul. As White goes 1 for 2 on that trip. She is 2 for 6 tonight. McAvan back to Jones for 3, short. Rebound taken in by Felt. Able to keep it in Trojan possession. Back over to Jones, driving, her 2, no good, no foul. Rebound by White, fast break. Likes not to dump it off to Shalingoski, who's able to save it from going out on the other end. Her 2's good, and we are tied back up at 44. Shalingoski gets her steal back. No foul is called as her shot goes wide. And a foul is called on the Panthers. That will put them in the bonus. The Trojans, I mean. That foul was on Haley Lightoff, her first. So going to the line to shoot 2, Maddie Martin, apologies. .250 to play in the fourth quarter. Could hear a pin drop on that one, but Martin's first of 2, no good. Coming in is Emma Metcalf and Lauren Martin in for Fairfield. Second of 2 on the way for Maddie Martin. That one's no good, 0 for 2 on that trip. And they're gonna say last touched by the Trojans. So with 2:48 to go in the fourth, Mount Pleasant gets the ball back. Shalingoski and Carthy with it. Nearing 2:30 to play in the fourth. Back to Shalingoski. Finding White. White's two, no good. Loose ball, saved in. Shalingoski to Ensminger. Back over for two, no good. Rebound ripped away by Faith Jones. Good defensive possession there by the Trojans. Knotted at 44. Kessel with it to Martin. Maddie driving down low. Her two, no good. Loose ball. Last touched by the Panthers. 1:54 to play as we are knotted at 44. Maddie Martin inbounding in front of her own bench. Gets it into Lauren. Lauren has a line, lost her handle. Out of bounds, Mount Pleasant basketball. As Carthy and Shalingoski taking it cross half court once again for the Panthers. Gets to Shalingoski after Carthy picked up her dribble. Down low, Ensminger has an angle. Her two, no good. Rebound in by Faith Jones to Maddie Martin, who's able to cross half court and slow things down now under 90 seconds to play. To Kessel, to Lauren Martin on the right side. To Lauren Martin again, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Metcalf driving over to Kessel for two, no good. Rebound taken in by Carthy, under a minute to play. Shalingoski thought about a three, hands it off Ensminger to White for two. And a foul is called on the Trojans. That is on Lauren Martin, her fifth. So that will do it for the night for Lauren Martin. Finished the game with 3 points. Kinley White at the line to shoot two. As Lee Setterstrom coming back in. First chance at the lead tonight for the Panthers. First one, no good. Shot clock and game clock going to be different by about 9 seconds. As I would assume a timeout will be taken. Yes, it will, by the Panthers. 30-second, we're going to stick here for this one. Both teams are going to have 2 timeouts left. Any fouls by the Trojans will put the Panthers in the bonus. Trojans already in the bonus. Mount Pleasant has had 29 free throws in this game tonight compared to only 9 by the Trojans, and yet we are all tied up. As it's been a low-scoring fourth quarter. Mount Pleasant's outscored the Trojans 7-4 in this fourth quarter. But either way, we are still all tied up. So as we get back underway, Kinley White, one more free throw attempt for her. And number 14 at the line now for the Panthers. Her shot no good. Ensminger gets the rebound. Back down to White. Her putback's no good. And a foul is called on the Panthers. Foul was on Abby Shalingoski, her fourth. So going to the line to shoot two is Maddie Martin. 2 free throws coming up for number 3. First one no good. 38.3 to play as Maya Starr coming back in for the Panthers. Maya has 4 fouls paired with Shelingoski. So any more fouls for them in this game will be it. As that one rolls in, Trojans take the lead. 45-44. Shot clock and game clock different by about 3 seconds. Shelingoski with it. Back over to Starr, left side. Finds Carthy. To Lytle for 3, no good. Last touched by the Panthers. Shot clock now off, 19.3 to play. And a full timeout will be used. We're going to step aside for this. Trojans up by 1 with 19 seconds to play. We'll be back after this on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
If you're tired of dropped calls and slow internet, we're here to help. Lisco's the future of fast, reliable communication. Never miss a beat with streaming, gaming, or video calls, whether you're working, playing, or just staying connected. Lisco brings you lightning fast speeds, crystal clear calls, and unbeatable reliability. Switch today and experience the difference. Call me, Samantha, your Lisco sales rep at 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
Planning for 2026 starts now. Call me, Brandon Taglart, your local Beck's seed dealer. I am here and ready to help Southeast Iowa farmers secure the best genetics for next season. With supply chain challenges and increasing demand, ordering your 2026 seed early means getting exactly what you need for your fields. I bring local expertise and Beck's proven performance together. Call me, Brandon Taglart, your Beck's seed dealer, serving Southeast Iowa. 641-919-7526. Order your 2026 seed now and plant with confidence.
Welcome back in. Would like to mention, with 19.3 to play, any jump ball will be Mount Pleasant possession. So that might be what they are playing for. If not, fouls. Inbound into Maddie Martin to Faith Jones. Jones finds Kessel. Setterstrom, I want to say last touched by the Panthers. 11.5 to play under their baskets. Fairfield has the ball. Inbound, looking, Setterstrom. Her shot no good. Loose ball. And a jump ball is called, so Mount Pleasant will get possession. They have 2 timeouts. 6.2 to play. Carthy gets it to Shelingoski. Back to Carthy. Timeout is called with 2.3 to play. We're going to stay here for this. Full timeout here. Trojans up by 1. They need to just hold on. Hold off on a final shot here for the Panthers. Again, Trojan boys came up short in their game against Holy Trinity Catholic. Next action can catch for the Trojan boys and girls is the doubleheader home on Friday against Burlington, last Southeast Conference rivals. And then would also like to mention, thanks to AJ always pointing out stuff in this game, Trojans have 4 fouls. If they foul Mount Pleasant at all, that'll be a 5th foul that will put the Panthers in the bonus for the final 2 seconds. So as the first game came down to the wire, this one looking to be the same. As both teams heading back out from their huddles. Mount Pleasant will inbound at the scores table. Looks like Shelingoski will inbound for the Panthers. .3 left in this one. timeout will be used immediately by the Trojans. And a full timeout, so we're going to stay here again. No more timeouts left for the Trojans. More time to rest up here for the girls. Only one timeout left for the Panthers. We'll see if they, I don't know, are they able to use timeouts back-to-back like this? I know in football you're not able to do twice in one play, but it looks like, yes, they are able to. So if they're not able to find something they like, we'll have another stoppage in play. So with nearing 30 seconds left to go in this minute timeout, would like to thank Tyler Nunziato and the Fairfield Pep Band for being putting on their musical performances tonight. I believe you can catch them also Friday nights against Burlington for the doubleheader between the Trojans and the Greyhounds. As whistle sounds or buzzer sounds here. So we're about to get back into this stressful few seconds here. 2.3 left. Shelengoski inbound. Ensminger travels. Shot does not count. With 1/10 of a second left. Almost nothing can be used. And the final timeout will be used. We're going to stay here for that, of course, with 1/10 of a second left. Honestly, the only thing that can be done is just like throw it off a Mount Pleasant defender, because that will start the clock instantly, and they can't react in time to put up a shot like that. So as the last two Trojan victories have been down to the wire, earlier this year they beat Mount Pleasant 47, I believe, to 43, and it's 45-44 now. Their other win in that same time period was against Van Buren County, which came down to a shot by Van Buren County's Kaylee Snogren, which went in, but it was after the buzzer sounded. So Trojans were able to get the victory in that. They have added a whole second onto the clock, so they're going to play with 1 second left. Sorry, my microphone just went into my face, so I apologize if I went really loud for the moment. So Coach Witzenberg talking with the referee on why they added 9/10 of a second back onto the clock. As Coach Witt's calling the play, inbound here is caught in, and that will do it. The Trojans sweep the Mount Pleasant Panthers for the first time since the 2018 season with a victory 45-44 over Mount Pleasant. Fairfield gets their 4th win of the year, and we're going to step aside with this quick post-game break. Well, then the post-game show after that, and then final send-offs here after a Trojan victory here on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Community First Credit Union's best auto loan refinance offer is back. Enjoy an excellent rate plus no payments for 90 days. 2 great specials in one. Available for a limited time only. We make financing simple with fast, convenient online applications and easy pre-approval. Whether you're buying new, purchasing used, or refinancing your current auto loan, drive away with a vehicle loan from See First, where together is better. Stop by or apply online today at seefirstcu.com.
Subject to credit approval and program qualifications. Federally insured by the NCUA.
This is Miss Bonnie at Packwood Locker and Meats of Packwood. Packwood Locker and Meats brings farm fresh to your table. Beefy with boldness, porky with perfection, fresh off the farm and into your kitchen. We know how to make every meal a masterpiece. Trust the quality and savor the taste, because at Packwood Locker and Meats, fresh isn't just a promise, it's a guarantee. Now open for retail and pickup 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Visit PackwoodLockerandMeats.com for more information. Trust me, you can't beat Peyton's meat, and we dare you to try.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
And welcome back in. Fourth victory for the Trojan girls tonight as the arena clears out after the Trojan victory 45-44 over the Mount Pleasant Panthers. Again, would like to reiterate, first time the Trojans have swept the Panthers in a season in 7 years. As we go into the post-game show here, sponsored by Cranston Family Funeral Home. Leading scores for both squads for the visiting Mount Pleasant Panthers. Abby Carthy led the squad with 18 points in that one, followed up by Abby Shelengoski and 6 from Peyton Ensminger, as well as 6 from Haley Lidolf. On the other end for your victorious Fairfield Trojans, Faith Jones led the squad with 14 points, had 14 points in the victory against Mount Pleasant earlier this year. As well as her, Emma Metcalf off the bench with 8 points. Vanessa Kessel, the other point guard, 8 points. And then finally 7 points from Maddie Martin, one of those being the free throw that gave them the 1 point advantage, which eventually ended up being all the difference. Other stats from this one, the Trojans were held to under 2 fouls in every quarter, aside from the last one, where they finally got into the bonus. The Panthers were in the bonus the first 3 quarters, had 4 fouls in the fourth, one away from being a total bonus or complete bonus game for Mount Pleasant. Game came down to a Peyton Ensminger layup. She was called for travel despite it going in, as Vanessa Kessel was able to throw it down court, and it was swatted and no shot was put up before the buzzer sounded. Mount Pleasant had an unbelievable 29 free throw attempts in this game compared to only 11 by the Trojans. Statistically, that should have been an absolute blowout, but somehow Mount Pleasant was able to not do anything with those free throw attempts, and Fairfield was able to come out victorious, similar to the first time the two squads met up. The free throw difference between the two, unbelievable. But Mount Pleasant was unable to make the difference with those shots. And once again, final score 45-44. We're going to do our final send-off here on behalf of Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. My name is Christian Rasmussen, here with the always great producer and cameraman. And we're going to be right back here Friday for the doubleheader against Burlington here on Ottumwa Radio.